Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 11 o'clock. Joe Reichel is in the studio from Damage Control Services. He's here to answer your questions about that do-it-yourself home repair project that you got stuck on, need advice for, and he's also here to tell you that there are professionals out there that can do that for you. The number here is 622-9622. One of those professionals is Joe Reichel, as a matter of fact. 622-9622. If you want to call in right now, and don't hesitate. Sometimes questions have longer answers than we have time for, so this earlier the better.
Earlier the better.
How you doing?
I'm doing really good. We've got a lot of exciting stuff happening.
Really?
Yeah, we started into a big demolition project.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you like doing that?
Well, I say it's a big demolition project, but it's a master bathroom that we're doing some fancy stuff in, and
so it's precision demolition. You can't. Well, you can't just swing a wrecking ball.
No wrecking balls. No Miley Cyrus in this. So, but we've some sledgehammer action and stuff. But cleaning things out. Going to put brand new granite countertop, a cabinet.
This is by choice, or was something damaged?
This one is by choice.
Okay.
But at the same time, they're going to. They've got a nice home, but we're going to remove some bulkheads in the kitchen area, new cabinet or new countertops in there, and get rid of a little wing wall at the entryway just to open the feel up and make it a more open feeling area.
So when you replace a bathroom, I'll use the word replace, remodel a bathroom, do you also redo the plumbing that leads to the bathroom?
Sometimes. We have done, in some homes, we've put larger shower heads where they call them like the rain heads.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And basically it's the size of a 5-gallon bucket with a bunch of holes, and it feels like you're standing.
No way.
Yeah.
That's how big it is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we did one that was huge, and we had to run new plumbing to that in order to have a larger line.
More pressure?
Larger water line.
Wouldn't that require a lot of pressure? It seems like you'd be trickling.
Well, it's not really it's called a rain head, so it's not really pressure as much as the water's just falling on you.
I like the heavy pressure thing.
I love the heavy pressure. Mine is a pretty
pressurized.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Well, the reason I was asking is because I was thinking like if a home has been around a while, and you're worried. Every week you bring up some flood or something that something broke open.
Always something happening.
So as long as you're remodeling it anyway, maybe you could put in some new pipes, or is it?
Well, you could, but that would mean you'd have to take a lot more apart than.
Oh, okay. So it's not fixed. If it's not broken, don't fix it. That kind of
pretty
thing.
Pretty much. So we've got another. I talked to a realtor this morning. We're looking at. We got a call on a home. And this is a house that has been abandoned for a while, and the realtor tells me that a mother cat had kittens in there yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Inside the home.
Okay.
So, and then one of our guys, one of our estimators, was out on a job this morning that was a distressed property that a realtor had called about, and he was figuring out everything it would take for that one. So
for the cat, how does the cat make a difference?
I'm just saying the cat's in the house.
Okay. I thought you had to postpone the work you were going to do.
No.
Okay.
I just thought that was kind of cute.
Okay. Yeah, it is cute, but I wasn't sure if it meant
kittens and mama cats.
Well, we were going to tear the house down. Now
gotta wait. They got babies in there. No, we gotta go in and figure out, repairing things and fixing it up. But it was just kind of neat that this this empty home was now a baby cat house.
That's cool. Have you ever taken a garage and made it into a room? And my specific question is about the slant on the driveway.
Yes.
Is that hard to do? What does that entail? Concrete?
Well, typically your garage floor is sloped, and
Sloped, yeah, that's the word.
it would be 4 inches. Typically, in a standard home, it's 4 inches below the rest of the grade of the house. So typically when you go out your garage, you step down into it a minimum of 4 inches.
It's true, yeah, you do.
So sometimes it's even more than that. What we have done whenever people decide that they want to make that a room, and we've done that several times, one project that I'm thinking of that was really what I would call a showcase project. We took the floor and then poured concrete in there to bring it up to the same level of the house, and then we did new tile throughout. And it flowed right on into the kitchen area.
Oh, it must look nice.
And new tile in the kitchen. So that was kind of it completed the project. With that one as well, we took out the roof trusses. We didn't take them out. Let me rephrase that. What we did is we brought new trusses in that created a cathedral ceiling in there.
Oh, okay.
So we put new trusses alongside the old trusses and then cut the old trusses out so that it left, instead of the flat ceiling, now you had a cathedral ceiling.
Oh, nice, yeah.
And we opened up the wall that went between the living room. On the other side of the wall, there was a living room and the garage, and we made a see-through fireplace.
Nice.
So now in the new garage room, which they turned into a family room, they had a fireplace that you could see the fireplace on either the living room or the family room. So it was really a cool project.
Do you know, does that increase the value of the home when you do stuff like that?
It can, but it can also hurt the value of the home, because a lot of times people look for, and any of your realtors, and your last show is all about, that would be a great question for him, because everybody's going to probably tell you something a little bit differently, but I will tell you this, it can, because some homeowners or some new home buyers are going to want a kitchen or a garage. However, some families are going to walk in there, and really it's all in how you finish it off as well. For example, when we did this home, we put new windows in the garage. We took the garage door out, put a French door in there. You really did not know that was ever a garage. However, sometimes people, they fix the room and they leave it looking like it's
like a garage that's
like
finished.
It used to be a garage.
Yeah.
I've even seen some homes we've looked at as far as done work in or looked at fixing up, and people leave the garage door and they close in where it used to be.
So it looks like a garage from the outside.
So it still looks like the garage, but it's not a garage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that would hurt the value of the home.
Yeah, I can see
it's
that.
It's not increasing the value anyway. But if you do it right, with the right construction, the right materials, you're upgrading the home, and that's a whole nother situation.
If an upgrade that somebody asks for actually increases the square footage of the house, do you need special permits from the city or from the county?
If you're making the home bigger, yes.
Okay.
Typically, if you're doing construction over a certain amount, and I'm not sure what I think it's like $1,500 they require a permit.
Do you need a permit for pretty much all construction, even if it's not making it bigger?
Well, if you're just going to do tile floor or something like that, new kitchen or new cabinets, no, you don't need a permit, typically.
And do you need
there are instances where you do, if you're changing the electric and things like that. So it depends on the size of the project and what you're having done.
Forgive me if I asked you this on a show once before, but
that's okay. It's probably good because
I don't remember the answer, and I don't remember if I asked you.
Maybe I don't remember the question.
Somebody called in once and said that when you buy a door, when you replace your front door specifically, you have to get a permit from the city, and it costs like $50 or $60. I can't remember what it was. Have you heard this? I mean, I'm guessing most people just do it and don't tell anybody.
Most of the time, people just do it and don't tell anybody.
But I guess
I don't know what that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question.
It's a weird thing, though, to have to get a permit just to change your front door.
I could probably bring in as a guest sometime somebody to answer these questions.
Do you want? We'll take a little break and we'll be right back. The questions that the audience has are important. So if you have a question, call Joe right now, 622-WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident for today. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. There can be a shower along the coast in the afternoon, the high 70 to 74. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, lows ranging from 47 at a few inland spots to 55 on the coast. For tomorrow, partly sunny and pleasant, the high 72 to 76. Thursday, sunshine and some clouds, high 74 to 78. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Legally Yours, brought to you by Fuller & Fuller Attorneys at Law. On the air every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. with John Fuller, a board-certified civil trial lawyer for over 25 years. John welcomes your questions, from business to complex family matters to legal disputes. So tune in every Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. for Legally Yours with John Fuller, right here on WOCA 1370 AM and 96.3 FM, The Source.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
You do your best to protect your loved ones, and while you may keep a fresh battery in your smoke detector and have a reliable home security system, there's a whole different type of protection you may be missing. A life insurance policy from Auto Owners Insurance is a way to safeguard your loved ones now and in the future. Meet with your local independent agent and secure a policy today to protect them tomorrow. Visit George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today at manganinsurance.com.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed. They even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about it. It's simple. For more info, just call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223, and pick up your copy of the Downtown Ocala newspaper today. Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Hey, I'm Gary.
And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, that was my cue, and the reason for the delay. We're looking through something I found on the internet. And this is 2011 now, but it says $73 to replace a door.
$73 permit fee. That's for the county.
Wow.
And there you go.
You look at this.
If you're altering the entryway,
list.
it's $106.
Ordering it?
Altering it.
Oh, the doorway itself, not the door.
That's what it says.
Wow. So do you normally take care of all this stuff?
That's included in the price we give.
Okay. But
plans, permitting, any fees, disposal. If we have to take the trash off, that's all included.
The sewer and septic hookup, I can understand that. $106. I wonder why there's a fee for the door. Well,
I'd say it depends the hookup fee. I mean, are you paying to hook into a...
By the way, have you ever seen these keys, these keyless entry doors?
Love them.
They have a keyhole, I guess, just in case it doesn't work, but you just touch it with your finger. Have you seen that? Mm-hmm. How does it know it's you? It just memorizes your fingerprint?
I'm not sure on which kind you're talking about, but they also have ones that you touch in a code.
Oh, those kind.
Yeah.
Well, we have that in the back door here.
Yes, you do.
But I saw one at Lowe's, I think it was. You just touch the lock and it opens up.
I guess anybody with the right touch could come right on in.
We have a phone call. Good morning. You're on there with Joe Reichel.
Yeah. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
Say, when I lived up north of Wisconsin, I replaced a large a picture window with a patio door, glass, 6-foot door. And because of the brutal winters up there, I went with a triple pane glass, which worked great. Would that be overdoing it, overkill down here to do the same thing with a triple, with the heat?
Well, I would not say that would be overkill at all. I mean, it's going to cost you a little bit more in the cost of the door, just because of the triple versus double. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I got a cough here, but then you've also got to consider the difference in the insulation factor of the heat coming in, versus keeping it cool in the summer and warmer in the winter. So you've got that to consider. And I know a lot of times people use even solar film, where they have the windows or doors tinted, large glass areas like that, and a lot of times that's a very good means of protecting and keeping that heat out and the cool in, or the cold out and the heat in.
Yeah.
So
maybe I'll go that route with a double pane and with that material you're talking about. See, the door is it's facing south, so in the summertime it's getting blasted all day long when the sun is out. And I even through the window now I can feel the heat coming through. And I don't know what I think it's just a normal glass window now, but I was thinking maybe going with that triple pane like I did up north.
So
it worked great in the wintertime. You could stand in next to that door, bare naked out of the shower, and you wouldn't feel a draft or cool or nothing. It was just fantastic, and it never frosted over either, or steamed up.
You give me a funny mental picture. Yeah, the solar film would be a definite option, and then you wouldn't have the expense of replacing a whole new door if you've got the door there already.
Yeah, would that go on the outside?
The film would go on the inside.
On the inside, okay.
Yep, and that's also going to be a safety feature, having the solar film as well, because whenever the glass, if the glass would break or somebody would try to break it, that film will keep it solid, keep it together.
Do I have to have that professionally applied, or can I do that myself?
Well, there's kits, or there's materials are available at most of your big box stores that you can buy it. I typically would just go and I would call a professional and have it done, and I've got people that do that. So
yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to, reach out to me and I can get you some phone numbers.
By chance, is that product made by 3M?
3M does make, they make a great product, solar film. There's also Luminar, I think is the name, Luminar. They make another, similar product that works really good as a solar film.
What do you buy that in one piece, or does it have like a seam where you have to use two pieces?
I would not recommend anything that you'd have to seam. I would want to keep it all one piece.
So you have to order that special, or is it on a large roll and you just you don't have it cut to your size?
I don't know the answer to that as far as what you would buy at Home Depot or Lowe's, but I mean, I typically would call a professional and say, hey, this is what I've got, and they have it big enough to do a whole window. So.
Right. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. I have a nice opening to my backyard, and the picture window is fine, but I want to be able to step down onto the concrete, the patio part of it, and it makes a nice situation. It's a larger piece of glass, and you can see better, and it's just nice, So
oh, yeah.
I'll try that. I think I'll go with the double and just try that film.
I enjoy having the film on there because it just gives you the added sun protection, and a lot of people use it because it doesn't the sun doesn't affect their carpet or their drapes or anything. It doesn't. You don't have the fading of the constant sun rays against it.
I would imagine as far as hurricane too, you might be getting a little protection with that film that would stop something from, let's say, breaking through.
Yes, and it won't. The glass, if it does break, it won't shatter into millions of little pieces going everywhere.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
The double pane glass that have the Venetian blinds inside of them.
Yes.
If the Venetian blind breaks in there, is there a way to open that up and fix it? Oh, there is. Okay.
Yep.
Easy? It's easy to do?
You need to take the glass apart, so it's not impossible. I mean, I
didn't.
I've taken that apart and put new in, so it's not something that's terribly difficult, but.
Do they break often or not?
No, they're a good product.
Well, you mentioned the cat with the kittens before.
Right.
And I don't have a cat anymore, but I did. And
Would
when
you
I
like
did,
one? I know where there's some kittens.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm done. But the cat, I loved my cat when I had a cat, but the cat did have an issue with Venetian blinds and would be often the reason I thought about having those double-paned windows, because I would have loved for the cat to have no way of getting at them.
Right.
For some
Typically,
reason,
cats will attack blinds.
They will ruin them. Yeah.
So they like to play with them.
But now I don't need them. Now everything's
the blinds
fine.
or the cat?
Well, the cat. Or the double-pane windows. I don't need that either. My dog doesn't touch them. But anyway, so are you working on any? You're working on one remodeling bathroom.
We've got a bathroom remodel. We've got a couple other little remodels that we're working on, and we picked up some floods earlier this week. So that was over the weekend. We had a flood.
By the way, you mentioned something, and I thought of you right away. My dryer stopped working, and I was nearby, and I heard it stop work. Well, what I heard was the belt break.
Okay.
So the heat was probably still being generated, and the belt broke. And I turned it off right away, of course. And I thought right away of you, because you had told us a story about somebody who walked out, left the dryer on, and there was a fire.
That's the reason you should always be home whenever you're using appliances in your home, whether it's just as something that's small or simple as the dishwasher.
And no music on, because I typically have something on. I had nothing on at that time.
Right. Well, I mean,
I could hear it.
You can't just sit at home and do nothing, but typically you're going to be able to hear if something bad happens or be able to rectify it.
Well, this made very little sound, but it made a different sound once the belt broke off.
Something that you noticed.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I was talking to someone the other day, and they left eggs. They were trying to do some hard-boiled eggs.
Right.
And they didn't set a timer, and they walked off and left the eggs on the stove.
Oh, no.
And they're in the back end of the room, or back of the house, and all of a sudden they hear pop, which was the egg. The water had cooked out of the pan, and the egg burst.
Oh, no.
So, and that's
they must
small.
have walked out for a long time.
Well, they got busy on the computer and weren't really forgot all about it.
Yeah.
So they didn't set a timer. They should have probably set a timer.
That was probably hot, very hot.
It was, could have been, and it could have been a nasty situation if they wouldn't have heard that pop. So.
Don't you hate that? Don't you feel like you have yolk on your face when you do something like that?
Egg on your face.
Oh, that's the expression.
Yeah. You could have yolk on your face, though. Not a hard-boiled egg. It's not going to give you much yolk.
The yolk is on you. Maybe that's the joke. Joe, how do we get a hold of you? What's your number?
You can get me directly, 352-817-6574. That's 817-6574. Somebody's calling me right now, actually. Or you can email me, joe@damageflorida.com. That's joe@damageflorida. That's all spelled out, damageflorida.com. So if you have questions on solar tint or solar film, I can refer you to someone for that or whoever.
And for those who aren't familiar with what Joe does, it's not only about fixing things that are damaged, but it's about remodeling things that you just are ready for a change.
A lot of times, kitchens or bath or something that a lot of people are doing. So
yeah, get some new cabinets.
New cabinets are fun.
More closet space.
We can rearrange everything.
Do you remember the Traveling Wilburys? George Harrison, Tom Petty.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeff Lynne and whoever.
I don't really know them too well.
Well, I was watching a video. They were actually, one of their drum tracks was actually drumming on the racks of a refrigerator.
Huh.
I just wanted to share that with you.
I got a funny refrigerator story I'll share next week.
All right.
And my magnet in the refrigerator.
Yeah, get one of those magnetic cards from Joe, and that way, when you need him, you'll have his number handy. Thank you, Joe. That was fun.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.